I've been collecting Funko Pops for 8 years, and throughout all those years, I've acquired some really expensive and cool pieces in my collection. So in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys the most expensive Funko Pops that I have in my collection. And also, before I begin, I want to mention that all the prices that I use in today's video are coming directly from Pop Price Guide, and they're all taken from today when I'm filming this video right now. So if you're watching this a few months after the video came out, some of these prices may be a little bit different around then. And let's start off with these 4 Funko Pops right here. All 4 of these Funko Pops have the exact same value in my collection, which is $75. And they're all in my top 10 most expensive Funko Pops, but they're all technically tied in the exact same place since they're all worth the exact same value. Starting off with this Joker Funko Pop right here from the Batman animated series. Number 155 in the Pop Heroes line. This is such an awesome Funko Pop, and I remember I got this a few years ago from EB Games or GameStop now. As you can see, there is a little bit of box damage in the corners of this Funko Pop right here because I actually do keep this Funko Pop out of the box for the most part. And as you can see in the background right over here, that is where I normally keep my Joker Funko Pop, but for the sake of the video, I put him back in his box. But Joker, don't worry, you'll be free soon. Definitely one of my favorite Joker Funko Pops that Funko has ever made. So I've also got the Batman from the animated series as well. This one just isn't worth as much as the Joker right here, which like I said earlier is $75. And next up, we got one that I got pretty recently, and that is the Freddy Funko as Rick right here. This is such an awesome Funko Pop right here. This is one that I need to get for my collection for a very long time now, because if you're new to the channel, as you can see behind me, I have every single Rick and Morty Funko Pop, and I was missing this one alongside the one that I'm still missing, Freddy Funko as Toxic Rick, for a very long time. So by getting this, it just allows me to be one step closer to completing my Rick and Morty Funko Pop collection. So I was extremely happy when I got this. And by the way, I got this as a gift from eBay Canada and Tristan back in December, and let me tell you, this is such an awesome gift right here. This was released back in 2019, a part of the Box of Fun that year. I believe that year at Fun Days, the theme was Freaky Tiki Fun Days. This pop is limited to 6,000 pieces, and it was one of the Freddy Funkos that you could get inside the Box of Fun that year. Moving on is one that I got a very long time ago, and that is Grunkle Stan right here. The box for this one also isn't the best because I also do keep this one out of box alongside my Gravity Falls Pops over there. I don't know why it's in a protector though. But yeah, Grunkle Stan right here, super awesome Funko Pop, 242 in the Pop Animation line. I got this pop when the Gravity Falls Funko Pops first released back in 2017, maybe 2018 at Hot Topic. But yeah, this Funko Pop is currently valued at $75, and I believe the rest of the Gravity Falls Funko Pops are actually up there in value as well. Each year, the Gravity Falls line of Funko Pops just keeps on climbing. I think just because it's such an awesome and super popular show that people really want the Funko Pops for them, and they just stopped making them so early. But I highly doubt I'm ever gonna sell Grunkle Stan right here, or any of my Gravity Falls Pops actually. It's easily my top 3 favorite shows of all time. When I was younger, I used to love that show so much, so I could never get rid of Grunkle Stan or any other Gravity Falls Pops. Like, come on, look at this guy. He's just so awesome. And the next one that I got here is one that I also got pretty recently, and that is the Flock Tony Chopper Funko Pop. This one has a special edition sticker. It's normally a Funimation exclusive. Whose car alarm's going off? It is 9 o'clock at night. But yeah, I recently got this as a gift from my brother for Christmas. I don't think I've ever actually shown this off in a YouTube video. I might have shown it off in like a shorts or like a TikTok or Instagram reel or something. It is such a cool Funko Pop though. I love it so much. It's the same mold as the common 2020 Chopper Funko Pop, which I also do have in my collection. But the difference between the two is that this one is flocked, and I just love that so much because it totally makes sense that he's flocked. I hate when they flock pops that just don't make sense. Like, why is Squirtle flocked? Why would they ever release a flocked Squirtle? Like, he's a reptile. But this guy, it makes sense. He's a reindeer, so he's flocked. You get it? He has fur. It makes sense, Funko. That's awesome. I like that. Next up is one that I've had in my collection for a very long time now, and it actually was my most expensive Funko Pop for many years. But in recent years, he has gone down a lot in value. And I'm talking about none other than Roy. Roy right here is number 418 in the Pop Animation line. This Funko Pop originally released a part of the Blitz and Chits mystery box that was exclusive to GameStop many years ago. And this Funko Pop was technically the top hit from that box. It's weird to say it's a top hit, even though there was only 3 pops you can get inside the box. But this pop was technically the top hit in the box. It was hard to come across, it was hard to get, and that's why it's worth so much. And by the way, it's worth $80. But in recent years, the value of this pop crashed down a lot. And I mean, respectfully so, I don't think many people want to spend money on a random character like Roy. Like, for example, the pop is $80. I'm sure there's a lot of cooler Funko Pops that you can get for $80. Like, being real, who's gonna go out of their way and be like, I need to spend $80 on Roy? No one is. I was lucky enough to get this pop off Tristan because he did get 2 of them when he was opening up the mystery boxes. So I got it for a pretty good deal. Like, it's literally just a random old man. You can literally redesign this whole box and like put Bryan Cranston on here, and it could be Bryan Cranston. Next up is one that I was actually super lucky in getting, and this one was also from Tristan. So a few months back, Funko did a thing called Fun on the Run, where they were celebrating their 25th anniversary with a bus tour around the whole States. And as you may know, I don't live in the States, I live in Canada, so I wasn't able to get the stuff they were selling at the stops. But someone that did go to some of the bus stops was Tristan, and he got an extra suitcase of stuff that they were selling at the booth, and he sold it to me for retail. And the pop that came inside was not the chase, because there was a chase, and that chase is worth a lot of money, but that is not the pop I have here. It is the common, or like the common exclusive. It's common, it's not the chase. It's the normal version of Freddy Funko Dynamic Duo. This pop, as you can see, it has the travel edition logo or sticker on it right there. It says Fun on the Run 2023. And I believe the value, I know the value of this pop is currently $85. I was actually surprised to know that this one's actually worth that much, because I feel like when they were doing the Fun on the Run tour, I feel like everyone got one of these pops. I was seeing everyone post it on Instagram, and I don't believe it's limited to anything too, so it probably has a high piece count. But hey, I'm not complaining. It's one of my most expensive Funko Pops in my collection, currently valued at $85. Now this next one's a little bit different than the rest of the ones you'll see in today's video, and that's because this one is actually a signed Funko Pop that was given to me as a gift from Tristan, Top Pops, and here it is right here. It is the signed Dude Love Funko Pop right here, signed by McFoley or Dude Love or Cactus Jack or Mankind, whatever you wanna. Last year, Tristan was lucky enough to go to a private signing event with McFoley, and once he told me, I'm like, yo, you need to get me something signed. And him being awesome, without a question, without a doubt, this guy was like, okay, sure, bet I'll get you something signed for sure. And this was the outcome, this signed McFoley Funko Pop right here. Also, I like to mention that I had this pop in one of the hard stacks from Vaulted Vinyl. These things are awesome. Like, I really recommend these. If you have high-end Grail Funko Pops that you do not want getting damaged, use these things. These things are like literally indestructible. But speaking of that, I'm actually gonna take him out here because I do want to show you guys something on the signature. Taking a look at the signature right here, you can see that it's actually signed with blue and white pen or marker. And Tristan actually told me that this is the only pop he signed that day with blue and white, because he asked him what the colors of the local team were, and he said it was the Toronto Maple Leafs, and if you know the Toronto Maple Leafs, they're blue and white, so that's why he signed it with blue and white. That definitely doesn't affect the value at all, but I think it's like a pretty cool, nice little touch to have on the Funko Pop right here. And also, I probably should mention, since I'm talking about the most expensive Funko Pops in my collection, how much this figure right here is worth. He is currently valued at $90, but just like Grunkle San, I don't think I'm ever gonna sell this one just because of how cool it is. It's one of the only signature Funko Pops I have in my collection, and I just love McFoley's characters so much in WWE. This one's for sure staying in my collection. Next up is another one that I've had in my collection for a very long time now, and that is Luna Lovegood. This pop was exclusive to San Diego Comic-Con in 2017, and it was a shared exclusive to Hot Topic, and that's where I got this pop right here from. If I'm gonna be honest, I got this around the time that I was just buying random Funko Pops to keep my collection growing. So this Funko Pop was a random purchase. It was a unnecessary buy, but now looking back at it, it was definitely a great purchase because I got it for $15, I think. Yeah, wait, it says on the bottom right here, $18. $18 actually. I paid $18 for this pop, and it's currently valued at $115 or $110. The next one's $115, this one's $110. But yeah, this is a pretty cool pop. Don't know much about it. I have seen Harry Potter, I do know Luna Lovegood, but like I said, this was a really random buy, and I mainly just bought it because I wanted to get a bunch of exclusives into my collection. I just needed more pops. Next up is another one that I got pretty recently, and this was also a gift from eBay Canada and Tristan. It came in the same gift as the Freddy Funko as Rick, and that is this Heisenberg Funko Pop right here. 162 in the Pop television line. As you can see on the back of the Funko Pop right here, there is a bunch of different Breaking Bad Funko Pops, and a lot of these Breaking Bad Funko Pops are worth a lot of money, which is really unfortunate for me because I did want to get a lot of these pops because I just love Breaking Bad, easily one of my favorite shows of all time. So when I got this as a gift from eBay Canada and Tristan, I was just mind blown. And I've been saying this the whole time without actually telling you guys how much this Funko Pop is worth. This Funko Pop is currently valued at $115. And coming in at number one, my most expensive Funko Pop in my collection is none other than Kobe Bryant right here. This has been my most expensive Funko Pop for a while now. It's definitely gone down a lot in recent years. I remember a few years ago it was worth like $500. Right now it's currently valued at $230, which is still a lot of money considering I got this out of a $20 mystery box many years ago. This pop was actually exclusive to ToyCon in the Philippines back in like 2016 or 2015, I believe. And I also believe it's only limited to 1,000 pieces. But just like I said many other times for many other Funko Pops in today's video, I doubt I'm ever gonna sell this despite the value. It's just such a cool Funko Pop. I love basketball and I loved watching Kobe play, so I'm just beyond grateful to have this grail in my collection. I just love this pop so much. It's so awesome. I said that so many times in today's video. I need to be more original. Let me retry that. I just adore this Funko Pop so much. I think it's a phenomenal figure and I think it's great. I want you guys to comment down below your most valuable Funko Pop in your collection, whether it be sentimental value or monetary value. I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And I'll catch you out next time. Peace.